the next topic here, which is of course the what we've been talking about, which again seems like forever, in the $3.5 trillion reconciliation package. We did get some more specific. We got a little bit more specifics in the last week or so with this. The House Ways and Means Committee recently reported out its subtitles for the reconciliation bill. Our own Gordon Gray looked at the range of tax increases and tax breaks, as well as the significant spending included in these provisions from the Ways and Means Committee. Could you start with just an overview of the Ways and Means package?
Yes. So, and I encourage everyone to go and read Gordon's piece. It's on the American Action Forum website. I'm not going to remember all the numbers, and so the basic structure of the Ways and Means bill is yes, to raise all those taxes that you hear about, and that's one title of what they do, but they also have jurisdiction over a lot of environmental policy through tax credits for production of renewables. So there's production tax credits for wind and solar, and those go through Ways and Means. They have some jurisdiction over your transportation because there are tax credits for electric vehicles and have been for a long time. They get those. They control a fair amount of social welfare because we do a lot of things through the tax code. The Earned Income Tax Credit is one of our bigger anti-poverty programs, outside of Social Security, the largest. There are proposals to have an expanded child tax credit. It's a big centerpiece of their effort. Anytime you hear tax credit, you're in the Ways and Means Committee. So they've got essentially a jurisdiction as large as this bill, which has big components of social welfare, safety net. It's got education. It's got environment and the climate stuff. It's got big tax things. It's an enormous scope as well as everything else, and all that is in the Ways and Means Committee. So that's what they passed out. It was a total of 10 titles, I think. We've seen the details on 5 of them from the Joint Committee on Taxation, and what Gordon helpfully points out is if you look at those 5 titles, they reduced the deficit by something like $880 billion, something like that, but that's not the tax increase. The tax increase is actually $2.1 trillion. So what goes on in between is, one, you hand out some tax reductions, some tax cuts, that's out there, but you also hand out some actual spending, a lot of spending. So, for example, the child tax credit is a refundable tax credit, means if you have zero tax liability, you still get the credit. We send you a check, that's spending. And there's $500 billion of it for the child tax credit, and a couple $100 billion elsewhere in the code.